Hello everybody. Oh my goodness, guys. So the video that, well, you probably almost forgot about me. I don't know. I mean, I know my friends from the reborn community, they still remember me, like, you know, the people that I used to talk on a daily basis. I think most of them still remember me because I've been kind of, you know, like looking at Instagram pictures and stuff, and they all seem to be very happy that I was, you know, making contact, because I kind of disappear, guys. I feel I disappear on you. I made that last video when he was still at the NICU. So, okay, with no further ado, let me introduce you to my son, Lucas. Look, guys. Hi, look at him. Oh my goodness. He's so cute. Hi. Say hi to your aunties. Say hi. Hi. He's the cutest thing. He loves to smile at the camera. He loves to smile. I mean, well, like all the time, but especially if I have a camera in front of him. I don't know, he likes being on camera, I guess. I don't know. He might have a YouTube channel when he gets older. Alright, you guys, so I'm so sorry that I didn't make this video earlier. I mean, you know, he was at the NICU for a little bit over 2 weeks. You know, he was 5 weeks early. This little guy decided to come out at 35 weeks, exactly when I was 35 weeks. That's the day he was born. He was born via C-section. I'm sure I mentioned this on my last video. And yeah, yes, sir. He's so cute. So, okay, so for one reason or another, I think he's getting upset. I might have to film this video, finish filming this video later. Maybe he's a little bit better with the passing out, but I don't know for how long he's gonna last, guys. So, I should try to make this video kind of quick. So like if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen I made a post a couple days ago showing you guys, you know, some sculpts that I like, some sculpts that came out when I was gone, really, you know, when I was pregnant and stuff, and I wasn't really into the community. I wasn't watching videos. I mean, I had no idea what kids were coming out or anything like that. And remember I told you that I had the intention to come back, to come back to the community eventually, and my plan was to come back when, you know, when Lucas would be a little bit older, say, you know, 1 or 2 years old, probably 2 or 3 years old or something. Well, since, you know, he was a preemie, and if you are a preemie mommy, you know that preemies tend to have a little bit more issues, you know, than a baby that is on term or full term. So that has been causing me pretty bad anxiety lately. If you remember me, you remember that I used to suffer from anxiety when I had to go to the dentist to get my cleaning done. I think if you've been following me for a while and you remember me, you probably remember that I used to have to take medication, and it was like awful every time I would have to go. Here in Florida, they don't give you medication, so I had to face a fear. When I got pregnant, I man up, let's just say, and I said, okay, I cannot let this stress and anxiety, you know, get the best of me, because, you know, when you're pregnant, stress and anxiety is the worst thing you can have. So that's how I cured myself. That anxiety was gone. Like now I go to, I'm happy, I'm very happy to say that I can go to the dentist, and I don't even need music on my ears. Like, I just go, I let her do her job, and I go home, and I leave the place with a nice smile. And that's it. And I wish it would have been like that all my life. But, you know, it used to be a big issue for me. Now, with that being said, that anxiety that I used to have to go to the dentist, now it has transferred to anything that has to do with him. I mean, especially medical issues, okay? So any concern, any little thing, and you know, I'm a first-time mom, so that doesn't help. It's a big deal. And he has been having some pretty issues, pretty mild, you know, things that can get fixed. I mean, really nothing major. But few days ago, we went to the doctor because he was supposed to have inguinal surgery done because he has an inguinal hernia. Inguinal hernia surgery, sorry guys. Which is very common on preemie boys. It's very common, okay? So I just wasn't very concerned about that. But we needed to go to the cardiologist because he was born with a couple mild heart defects. Okay? Sorry, baby. Uh-oh, you're getting upset again? Okay, guys. Alright, I think I'm gonna try to finish filming this video later without him because it's gonna be kinda hard. Hey guys! So as you can see, Lucas was finally sleeping. I didn't want to wake him up. I mean, I knew that if I was gonna be talking, you know, while he was sleeping, he was probably gonna wake up. He tends to have kind of like he tends to be a light sleeper, let's say on the, you know, on the lighter side. So I didn't want to wake him up. So I thought, since I don't want you guys to look at a pillow, and I don't feel like being on camera right now, so I thought it would be okay to put this beautiful Shelly Cat bunny, one of my favorites, so soft, thank you, to finish my video and tell you guys why I've been thinking of getting a reborn. Again, after, you know, a few months of I mean, I had a big collection, if you remember, and I sold it all. I wanted, at first I was gonna keep 3 babies. You know, when I found out I was pregnant, I said I still want to keep, you know, a few babies, and I said I'm gonna keep 3 of them, my 3 favorites, which were Harper, what was the other one, Little David, and there was another one that I cannot remember right now, but they were my favorite babies. I think Gabriela was one that I wanted to keep. Oh my gosh, when I think about the beautiful collection that I had, and you know, I had to sell it, guys, because, you know, when you have a real baby on the way, unless you have a lot of money and you can have, you know, all those expensive reborn dolls laying around, you know, if you have real kids, you know, babies are not cheap, and there's a lot of things you need to buy from them, you know, for when they get home. I did have some stuff, of course, for my reborns, which now Lucas is using, and it's so cool. But, you know, there were a lot of things, like I didn't have a travel system, for example, before Lucas was born, so I had to buy that. I bought outdoor rock and play, and a bunch of things, and even things that I was gonna need for the hospital, that many of them I ended up using because I was convinced I was gonna have a vaginal birth, and I ended up having a C-section. So some stuff I bought, I couldn't even return because it's just stuff that they don't let you return, you know, in case you use it, it's not good anymore. So I don't know, they're just there, because most likely if I have a second baby, it's gonna be a C-section again, because that's what usually happens, especially due to my condition. They did confirm that I have a biconic uterus. I don't know if you remember that I told you guys the reason why, at least of my first miscarriage, was most likely that's what it was. And yes, when they did the C-section, they realized that I indeed have a heart-shaped uterus. So, so what happened probably is Lucas ran out of room, and that's why my water broke so early and stuff, and well, everything happened. If you guys want, I can tell you, kind of like, I can make a video telling you my birth story, but I don't know if you're gonna care about that, because, you know, I know this is a reborn channel. So I don't know, maybe you guys don't care. But anyways, so going back to the topic, so why I'm thinking of getting a reborn. Okay, the reason why, main reason why I think it's, or maybe the reason why, is because of my anxiety. Like I said, the anxiety that I used to have for the dentist, now he has come back to anything that has to do with Lucas, especially medical. I'm talking about medical things, right? So like I said, most of his, you know, the things that he had are or were normal stuff for preemies, and they're all treatable, and, you know, nothing really big to worry about. But a couple weeks ago, I think it's gonna be 2 weeks on Thursday. We went to his cardiologist. Like I said, he was born with some mild heart defects, some that they fix on their own, like 80% of the time they fix on their own, they don't need surgery, and another one that we just had to watch. I want to wait. I really want to wait to know exactly what's going on before I, speak too much. I don't know. I don't like worrying people. I don't like talking about things. I choose what to talk about and what not to talk about and show on my channel and what not to show on my channel. So, anyways, but the thing is, we went to this cardiologist because, again, he was gonna need inguinal hernia surgery. Okay, so the surgeon wanted him to be cleared from the cardiologist and make sure that he was fine, to have the surgery. So we went there and they did a electrocardiogram, I think they call it. That was fine, and then they did an echocardiogram. And this doctor told me something that none of the other doctors have told me before. I don't know if that wasn't there before, or I don't know if because the heart was too small. When he was at the NICU, he was little, so maybe they couldn't see it. But he mentioned some defect that none of the other doctors mentioned before. And he explained to us that defect is a pretty strong marker for certain syndrome. I'm not talking about Down syndrome, okay? There's hundreds of syndromes. I mean, when I think about syndromes, I always think about Down syndrome, and it seems like that's the only syndrome out there, and that's not the case. There are many, many, many other syndromes out there that I had no clue about. And he mentioned certain one that I'm not gonna, again, till we don't have a diagnosis, I don't really wanna talk about, because I mean, when we went to that doctor that day, guys, I mean, I cried a lot because I'm a mom and I can't help worrying about my baby. Like, I don't know, again, we have to do genetic testing exactly to know what's going on. The reason why he wants us to go to the genetic doctor is because with that certain syndrome, there's a higher risk of dying during surgery. I mean, dying when you go on general anesthesia, under general anesthesia, right? So that's why, and I'm glad he told me. I'm glad he was straightforward with me. And, he wanted to be honest. I know also he was covering his booty, like we say here in the US. Because, if he tells me, just go ahead and have the surgery done. Okay, fine. And then he dies in surgery. Then we can tell him, hey, why didn't you tell us to go to the genetic testing first? Why? Why didn't you warn us to do genetic testing to make sure that he doesn't have that syndrome? So I know he did it because of that. Again, here in America, everybody sues everybody. I mean, not everybody sues everybody, but a lot of people sue for anything. They want to sue you, and especially doctors. I'm sure they get sued all the time. So, but at the same time, I'm glad that he told me, again, because, oh my gosh, heaven forbid, what if he goes and have the surgery and something goes wrong? Oh my goodness, like, I would never forgive myself. I don't think. I mean, of course, it would have been an accident, but anyway, guys. So because of that, I mean, like I said, I've been kind of suffering, worrying from anxiety, like from all little things that he had been having. Again, nothing major, nothing too concerning, like stuff that all preemie babies have, most preemie babies have. But when we went to the doctor the other day, that was like the breaking point for me. That was like, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I think I'm gonna need a reborn. I think I'm gonna need a reborn. Especially if the diagnosis says that he does have indeed some kind of syndrome. Again, I don't want to think about it before. I mean, of course I am not ready. I don't think you're ever ready for a doctor to tell you that your child has some kind of syndrome, some kind of genetic disorder. Those are no joke. I mean, of course there are different levels on any syndrome out there. But of course, you don't know your baby what level it's gonna have, like if it's gonna have, you know, a lot of organs affected or not, or all that kind of thing. So yeah, guys, so I was very scared. Again, my anxiety, you know, always makes me imagine the worst, always makes me think about the worst, and I started imagining things, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, and I started imagining how I would react if they would tell me that, and I start crying just imagining the whole thing. So, you know, that day I remember I said that I was gonna come back to the community someday, and my plan was to come back again when Lucas was older. But due to this scary, nerve-wracking wait, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, it could happen also that again we get the testing done, and he doesn't have that syndrome. Then that would be amazing. You know, but even if he doesn't, again, he was a preemie baby, you know, so he had these little issues and stuff, and my anxiety doesn't help. So I still think it would be great for me to have a reborn baby that I could hold, that I could film videos with. Again, you know, anything to keep me distracted, to keep my mind off of things. And again, you know, even though when your child has like little things going on, I mean, nothing major, nothing too serious, if you suffer from anxiety, and you probably understand, you know, you take things out of proportion. I mean, you know, it's like it affects you more. You know what I mean? So that's why, guys, I'm thinking of getting a new baby. And I've been looking at some reborns, some sculpts that, boy, I found like 2, 3, 4 that I liked already. And I do have 2 that I really like. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna get. I don't know when I'm gonna get this baby, guys, because when you have a real baby, things change. As you might imagine, you know, again, like I mentioned before, babies are expensive. So I cannot be, you know, buying a $500 doll and not being able to, I don't know, pay his medical insurance or buy formula for him, or, you know, anything like that. Like, he's my number 1 priority and will always be. But again, I'm thinking, you know, maybe I could save up some money on the side or something and treat myself with one of these amazing work of arts that they helped me so much when I was dealing with infertility, when I wanted to be a mom so bad, so bad. And, you know, that could happen. Then when I had the miscarriages, again, guys, like, these dolls have a special place in my heart. Even though now I'm a mother, they still have a special place in my heart. And I do believe that they help not only people that, again, cannot have kids, or that had miscarriage, or that had a stillbirth, or that lost a child. They're also great for anxiety and for, I don't know, just many other things. Like, I know people that their kids get older, and so they leave the house, and they have that empty nest syndrome that they call it, and they buy these dolls, and that help them, you know, to cope with, you know, that empty nest syndrome, you know, that comes on sometimes. And I just think they're great. So but I wanted to make this video showing you guys Lucas, because I know I've been meaning to film it for months now, and there's always, I think it's on the way. Either I'm busy, you know, he takes a lot of time, like a lot of my time. He's a full-time job, guys. He's adorable, but he's a full-time job. So you know, I don't know, I just thought today, since I had the time, and he was in a pretty good mood, at least at first. Then he was cranky, but so I thought I would finally film this video and tell you guys that I miss you so much. I miss my friends in the community, and it's so nice to, you know, come back, like, talk to them and see that they remember you, even though I kind of disappear on you guys. It's really nice. I don't know, it's really nice to know that, you know, my reborn mommy friends are still there, and they're happy to see me, and they want to meet my baby, and that's really, really sweet. So thank you so much for watching. I know this video is probably very long by now. I'm gonna try to edit it and upload it today, Sunday. So I hope you're having an amazing weekend, and I'm not sure, guys, when my next video is gonna go up. Let me know if, I don't know, there's some video you wanna request till I get a reborn. I mean, I could make some tag videos, but the thing is I don't have any reborns to show you, and I don't want to put Lucas really on my videos because, again, this is the reborn channel. I don't want to mix things up. I don't mind showing him, every now and then, but I don't want to make, like, I don't want to, I don't know, I just don't want to put my son on all videos. That would be kind of weird. So yeah, but let me know if there's some video that you would like me to make for you guys, and thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you guys hopefully sooner than later, okay? Feel free to leave a comment down below, and I will try my best to get back to you, okay? Love you guys. Bye.